episode of 8th Arrow Whispering. On today's episode, we are going to be taking a break from the Marvel film reviews and switching gears and heading over to my 2025's most anticipated film list, which, if you haven't watched already, I encourage you to go back and watch that video so you'll have a better idea of what my 2025 most anticipated films are and what movies you can expect reviews of this coming year besides the Marvel movies. And first up on that list we have The Monkey, which was directed by Osgood Perkins, starring Theo James, Tatiana Maslany, and Christian Convery. Now, I was excited about this film because, one, it's named after my favorite animal, which is a monkey, and two, it is based off of a short story by Stephen King, who is one of my favorite authors. Stephen King movie adaptations over the years have been hit or misses. Some of them have been awesome, while others not so much. And I was curious to see if this one would be a hit or a miss. And my final grade for this film, well, you'll just have to wait until this video is all said and done. So let's get into it. But first, I invite you to please like this video, comment your thoughts down below if you have seen this movie, what your review of it was, what your grade of it was, and please subscribe and also hit that notification bell so you can be alerted when I upload new videos. With that being said, let's get into our review of The Monkey. Now, this film is sort of a marriage between Annabelle and Final Destination, both on their own good movies, fun movies. Depending on what you're in the mood for, Annabelle might not be as much fun, but makes for a good scare, depending on which one you watch. Final Destination is just a fun movie, over-the-top death scenes. Some death scenes that stick with you until this very day. Looking at you, truckers, the freaking logs, you know what I'm talking about. If you've seen Final Destination, you know what I'm talking about, which apparently there's another Final Destination coming out this year. So we get a whole new list of deaths that are gonna forever haunt us. The difference between this and Annabelle is this toy monkey, there was really no history of it. The film doesn't go into how the toy came to be. It just is. And the death scenes are what you'd expect from a film like this. Over the top and grotesque. Now, something this film did well on, I think, was the over-the-top grotesque kills. They weren't too over-the-top where it made it unbearable. Looking at you, Terrifier. Now, the IMDb description of this film goes as follows. When twin brothers Bill and Hal find their father's old monkey toy in the attic, a series of gruesome deaths start. The siblings decide to throw the toy away and move on with their lives, growing apart over the years. Now it says growing apart over the years, but it's pretty clear early on they were never close. The closest they ever were in the womb. That's about it. Now this film covers light-hearted topics such as death, sibling rivalry, a father's sin, falling to the sons, just fun, light-hearted stuff such as that. And it blended the two genres of horror and comedy, which to me sometimes can work, such as films like Tucker and Dale vs. Evil or The Cabin. But for this film, unfortunately, I do not think it worked. I think it was towing the line, and it should have leaned in one way or the other. And being an Osgood Perkins film, I thought going into it would lean more into the serious role. Now, the only other film of Osgood Perkins I saw was Longlegs, which if you watched my 2024 movie rankings, you would know where Longlegs landed, which I'm not going to tell you here. That's just a little cliffhanger. You should go watch that one too. 2 videos you should watch after this one. Finish was it was more quirky than anything, and for me it didn't work. I kept trying to decide what I thought about it during the movie, and because of that, I was distracted. And so for me, it ended up being more of a distraction rather than a nice added bonus. And with the themes that they were sort of exploring in this film, such as sibling rivalry, death, and how it's always waiting for us around the corner. And one that I was really intrigued by that I wish they had explored more was the passing of one sins down to the next, such as a father and son relationship. And I felt like in this film, anytime there was a moment for a good serious scene to explore that further, it was interrupted by a comedic death or remark or something, and it took away from a really good chance to explore some good topics that I think deserve exploring. And I would have been interested to see Osgood Perkins exploring those further. And so for me, that was a bit of a letdown. Now, I still enjoyed this film for what it was. It had some good death scenes, shout out Final Destination. It had some funny moments, but I was left wanting more. Now, I would probably give this movie another shot, and I'll probably watch it again when it comes out to some streaming service. But other than that, I don't know if this would be one that I add into my rotation, and I guess I'll have to wait and see after my second viewing whether or not this is one that I would regularly watch. If I had to guess now, it would probably be a no. However, if I had some buddies together and they were just wanting to watch an over-the-top horror movie, I might suggest this one if they had never seen it. Now, with that being said, I did think Theo James did a good job. I haven't really seen him in much. I believe the only thing I've seen him in is Divergent, which I wasn't super impressed with. Enjoyed the books, not a big fan of the movie. And then I thought Tatiana Maslany did well with her role, and Christian Convery did a good job playing two roles. Both Theo James and Christian Convery did a good job with that. I'm trying to find things to say about this film without giving away any spoilers. Would I recommend that you see this film? Probably not. Well, that's not true. I texted my cousin, who I watch most horror movies with, and I told him to check it out. But I told him to wait until it comes to streaming. I wouldn't recommend you pay money for it, but if it's on streaming and you have a free night, give it a shot. Again, this is all my opinion. I don't know your taste or what you like and what you don't like. So watch it for yourself, decide for yourself. At the end of the day, for me, I'd probably give it a C+ to B-, somewhere in there. I will give it another shot and watch it again before I give my final ranking for my 2025's list, which we still have a ways to go. But as for right now, this movie is first on my list. It's also last on my list, so there is that. But, enjoy first while you can. You probably won't be there long. And being last, you'll have company soon enough, so you can at least look forward to that. But yeah, that is my review of The Monkey. If you saw it, please let me know your thoughts down below. If you agree, disagree, please like, subscribe, hit the thumbs up button. Do thumbs up if you like. If you only appreciate that as well. Maybe click the little bell, and then when I post a video, you'll get a little ding that I posted. That'd be pretty fun. Pretty fun for the both of us. Pretty fun for the both of us. Anytime there's like a ding, I don't get wings, but I do get excited. I do a little happy dance. Yeah, now that that's over. Next week we'll be back with our regularly scheduled Marvel reviews, which will be Iron Man. Looking forward to that. Looking forward to that review. But for now, we will leave you with this. I don't have any words of wisdom, so I appreciate you guys tuning in. Appreciate you watching. I hope you have a fantastic week, and we will see you next time